Hi everybody, my name is Lisa Lynch. I'm studying Biomedical Engineering in CIT and I'm currently after just completing my 4th year of the course. For those of you who don't know, a biomedical engineer will basically end up designing biomedical equipment and devices such as orthopedic replacements for body parts, artificial organs, and diagnostic devices for medical problems. You could also end up involved in the installment, adjustment, repair, or maintenance of biomedical equipment. So as I said, I just completed my 4th year. It would have been my last year of my undergrad, but last year CIT implemented an integrated master's for biomedical engineering. So I chose to follow this pathway, meaning that now I'll graduate next year instead in 2021 with a master's degree in biomedical engineering. So for secondary school, I attended Closh and Tirvata in Bandon, County Cork. I have a lot of happy memories there, to be honest. So for my subjects, I did Maths, English, Irish, Physics, Biology, German, and Applied Maths. I was in the last year of the old grading system. I think you've H1s or something now, or H2s. I used to be like A1, A2, B1, B2, those ones. I have some bullet points here just listed with some information so that I don't miss out on anything. So if you see my eyes kind of flicker to the side now and then, that's why. It's just so I don't miss out on any information for you. I chose to study biomedical engineering as I was interested in human health and well-being from being a highly involved sports person through GAA and soccer from a very young age. I have 2 older brothers, so I was always outside with them. I never wanted to be left out, so they were mad into sports, so of course I had to be mad into sport. I was also always interested in maths and science in secondary school and the likes of medicine, but I never actually wanted to go down the medicine route. It just wouldn't be for me. So biomedical engineering offered me the opportunity to help improve human health through applying engineering principles and methods to medical problems. So the first place I heard about biomedical engineering was at the CIT Engineering Your Future Week. I did this in TY, I think, which is back in 2014. Oh my god, I'm getting old. So you got a kind of taster of every engineering in CIT during that week. And then I attended a road show in, it was a 5th year or 6th year, one of them anyway, again about all the engineering courses in CIT, and I just thought biomedical engineering sounded the most interesting to me. My eldest brother as well would have been kind of into the same subjects in secondary school, and he did mechanical engineering, and so I kind of knew that engineering would suit me subjects wise and kind of, I suppose, my personality and stuff. It just depended on which one I chose. So I chose obviously biomedical engineering, and I've never looked back since. The course is honestly so interesting and always kind of keeps you busy. So what I've enjoyed most about biomedical engineering in CIT is probably the diverse education that I've received and the ability to get involved in other aspects of the college life. I've carried out a welding module, biomedical design modules, a lot of project work throughout the year so far. And we even had the opportunity in our course to go over to UCC to the Flame Lab and learn anatomy over there, was it last year and this year, for our surgical anatomy modules, which was actually so interesting. I suppose it was a bit weird being in the cadaver labs, but it was honestly, you could just apply the anatomy so much better and it was way easier to learn. CIT is also a great place for promoting inclusiveness, which I've experienced through playing on different sports teams in the college, like the camogie and football, and there's loads of other sports groups as well. You can join surfing and kayaking and stuff, which are really fun, and you might not get to try them otherwise only in the college scene. You always get trips away and stuff, so it's really fun in that regard. We also have the YSEM Society that I'm involved in, which has helped me make more friends in a range of courses across the college. That was just set up last year, and honestly it's been so fun. I know when I was back before starting college, I was kind of oh, will the course be hard? You probably want to know, am I finding it challenging and how so? So I have found it challenging at times. To say no would be a lie, But like that's literally any course you do, there'll be some modules that suit you, some that don't. You honestly kind of have to pick good with bad, if you get me, and you'll get through it. Like especially in CIT now, our course sizes would be kind of a bit smaller, I suppose, than some of the bigger colleges around the place. Like was it we had 30 odd in our year, and there's 14 of us continuing on to do the masters. But like having this smaller network like means everyone knows everyone, kind of help each other through the bad modules, and some people have strengths in some, you might have strengths in others, just work together. And especially as well, because we're smaller courses, the faculty actually get to know us. They know our names. They're like, when they actually know who we are and they familiarize themselves with us, it's more likely that you're to receive some help from them. And you definitely get that in CIT. Everyone literally helps each other. And that's how college works. Like, yeah, there might be some tough times, but you get that in every course, literally. I have, luckily enough. I've carried out 3 work placements, the summer after first, second year, and then my third year work placement, which is part of the Biomedical Engineering course. That was from March last year until the end of August. So I carried out my placements in Dupree Synthes in Ringaskiddy, which is a biomedical engineering company that manufactures hip, knee and shoulder replacements. All this experience has honestly been invaluable. I've got a placement in supply chain product management. This was in my first year there, which provided me with an overview of the end-to-end business throughout the company. And honestly, I'm grateful that was in my first year because I kind of got an insight into every little bit. My second placement was in the metrology group down in Dupree, which involves the application of measurement to manufacturing processes to maintain quality control and calibration of the implants being manufactured. I love that placement as well. It was really enjoyable. My third placement then last year, which was actually part of my degree, was in NPI, which is New Product Introduction. This is an engineering team which involved all the activities within Dupree to define, develop and launch a new or improved product to reach stability in the manufacturing process. And then the project would then be handed over to the projects team. These placements have all helped me link my academic study and theory with real industrial experience and helped me understand work behaviour. Honestly, it's also helped me build a network of future career contacts, and honestly, any course that offers work placement, it's so invaluable and it helps you so much with your course. A lot of people wonder when going to college, are there opportunities for scholarships and funding in those regards? So I've been very lucky throughout my academic years in CIT. I've been a recipient of the Dupree Synthes CIT scholarship for 2016 to 2020 for my undergraduate course in biomedical engineering. This has honestly had a major positive impact on my college education. The funding I received from Dupree for the scholarship has meant that I have had more time to focus on college work throughout the semesters, which has really helped my education. The work placements that I was luckily able to have over the summers and last year as well in Dupree have been instrumental in enlightening me to how my course is applicable in industry and provide me with invaluable experience across different departments in the biomedical engineering environment. The scholarship has also provided me with confidence throughout my years of study, and I am delighted that Dupree Synthes are additionally providing financial help towards my 5th year in college next year for my master's, which is honestly means the world to me. The placements has also provided help in intensifying my desire to work in the medical device sector. Because sometimes like after first year I was kind of like, oh, is this course for me? And then I went down on placement there for the summer and I was like, oh yeah, no, it definitely is. Like when you actually apply the academic theory to industry, you realize a lot. So the Dupree Synthes CIT scholarship is a scholarship that you apply for before starting college. So throughout Leaving Cert, I think I applied for it in March. But you can check out this information properly on the CIT website. It'll have all the information. But there's loads of opportunity also to apply for scholarships throughout your college degree. Boston Scientific offer a scholarship is a second and third year for the GROW program, you might need to check the CIT to make sure on that. But there's other ones as well. Like last year, I was awarded the Cliana Magna Scholarship for the 2019-2020 academic year. This scholarship has been a huge financial help to me, especially with having opted for the master's degree. Aside from the financial help and benefit, the award has provided me with a great deal of confidence throughout the last 12 months. It recognises hard work, ambition, potential, and all-round character. It's not just academic strength, and it was a huge honour to be awarded this scholarship, and I honestly can't thank the Magner family enough. Likewise, to present these scholarships have honestly meant that I've been able to focus on my academics a lot more, and meant that throughout the academic year I haven't had to look for part-time jobs. I suppose I live at home, I live on a farm, so I help out there, and that kind of took away for me. But then having the placements in Dupree during the summer and just the financial benefits throughout the academic year, it's just meant so much to me. And the confidence in my own ability kind of tells you like, yeah, you can do it. CIT does recognise academic strengths though as well. They've started awarding students with faculty scholars each year of their education through the Faculty of Science and Engineering. This was something that I was awarded last year, which has shown me that your hard work in your academics does get noticed and it does pay off as well. A lot of you might wonder, is there any project work? Do you get to do a lot of kind of teamwork and stuff throughout college? And honestly, CIT is superb for this. Throughout third year, students in the Biomedical and Mechanical Engineering carry out a module called Innovative Product Design. It's probably my favourite module that I've done. You're put in an interdisciplinary team, and there's a business student with you as well, and you're guided throughout the process of coming up with an innovative idea and bringing it to the prototype stage or proof of concept stage of the manufacturing process. So the team I was in developed the proof of concept for a product we named Baby Alert. This was an early labour detection device for women with cervical incompetence. The product was inspired by my own personal motivation regarding the sensitive topic, and we won 2 awards throughout last year for it. So we won Best Business Opportunity in the CIT and Rubicon Prize for Innovation competition held in CIT, and we also were awarded an Enterprise Ireland National Merit Award of Excellence in 2019. These awards are highly thought of and also provide the added benefit of cash prizes. So like we were doing this project basically for college, for modules, for college credits, yet we got to enter them in competitions where we got to reap the rewards and get cash prizes. So hard work does pay off kind of a bit in the end. If you'd asked me before starting the course, even in first and second year, could I see myself participating in such competitions, I wouldn't have believed I could have. But the help and encouragement by the faculty in CIT, especially in the engineering departments that I've experienced, is second to none. The lectures are honestly so helpful. There's also a lot of opportunity to represent the college in kind of other, I suppose, disciplinaries, such as the CIT always entered the ESB Inter-College Challenge. So I got to represent the college at a national level in 2018 in this. It was a huge honour as it focused on a field of study such as electrical, kind of renewable and electronic engineering, whereas I was specialising in biomedical engineering. And this challenge taught me to work in an interdisciplinary team under intense pressure to develop a renewable energy system for town. And we had to then present on this solution in front of established ESB managers. And this was all done under 24 hours. So you can imagine it was a lot of pressure. There was a team of 4 of us. There's 2 electrical students, a business student and myself. But we worked well together and we came up with a solution and presented anyway, and we got good feedback on it. It's an experience that has improved my presenting skills definitely, and my teamwork, and definitely working with people that I didn't really know of under pressure. So it was definitely such a good experience. So I mentioned earlier that I got involved in the YSEM, which is the Women in STEM Society in CIT. It was actually just our first year of it there, so I've been very heavily involved in the inaugural year of YSEM Society as the PRO, which is the Public Relationships Officer. I suppose I was involved from the very get-go with Kira and Orla, our co-chairs, who are honestly amazing at what they do. So proud of them. My role as PRO involved the advertisement of meetings and events for the society through the CIT magazine, posters around the college, and mainly, I suppose, our Twitter and Instagram pages, because I suppose that's the best way to get in touch with students these days, through social media. The highlight of my year with YSEM was definitely our brunch in the River Lee, as a collaboration with YSEM UCC to raise money for Women's Aid, a charity for domestic abuse for women. The event honestly showcased how women supporting women can honestly lead to such good success. We raised so much money for the charity and we are all so proud of ourselves. The running of the social media pages as well was honestly something I thoroughly enjoyed, especially during the last few weeks of college there, where we were all in lockdown and at home trying to study. Providing support through those weeks through the page honestly showed me that you can still help others even if you're not in actual college environment, if you get me. You're not on campus or whatever. And I'm so excited that next year I'll still be involved in the committee as the SMO, which is a new role. So it's just the social media officer. So my other responsibilities, I suppose, will be taken away from me, and they'll just be the PRO's responsibility, whereas I'll just be in charge of the social media pages. I don't think our society would have been so successful without the help of Michael Loftus, Emily Toomey and Norma Welch. Honestly, we could go to them for anything throughout the year and they were just provided the best support for us. And the faculty in CIT is just so supportive of all their students. So huge thank you and shout out to them, I suppose. So any advice I have for any of you Leaving Cert students thinking about doing biomedical engineering would be biomedical engineering honestly opens up so many doors for future careers. We do some mechanical and electrical engineering learning within the course, and some graduates end up working in the likes of Apple. So honestly, you don't just think that you'll be in a medical device company or industry. You could be in the hospitals, work on hand for if anything goes wrong with machines or anything. There's so many options for where your career can go. You can go into research and design and everything. Also, I know when I was in Leaving Cert, and even when I first came into the course, a lot of my fellow students were worried about they hadn't studied biology for Leaving Cert or physics or something like that, or they weren't as confident in their maths ability. But honestly, don't worry about it. The lecturers in CIT are so good. And everyone's in first year of college for engineering, everyone's caught up to the same speed for the likes of chemistry, physics, biology. You're not going to be left behind. It might be a bit easier in first year for students who might have the learning, but honestly, by the end of the year, everyone's at the same stage anyways. Additionally, for any of you thinking about even beyond college, Ireland has numerous employment opportunities for biomedical engineers. And even for the likes of myself now, I'd be interested in a bit of travel and working. So there is a global kind of employment option for students as well with biomedical engineering degrees. So if you want to travel and work when you're done, if that would interest you, there is that option too. CIT is honestly a superb engineering college, and I couldn't recommend it enough for the course, especially with the amount of high level of hands-on experience I have received throughout the years. You honestly unknowingly become well prepared for the working world. If you have any specific questions or any more information you want to get specific to the course, I'm sure my email will be available for you to drop me any questions. I'd be more than happy to help you. So I'm just going to maybe assume that some of you, or maybe your parents, have told you about CIT and IT Tralee's transition to MTU, which is Munster Technological University, in January 2021. And honestly, there'll be so many positive benefits for this, for especially all you Leaving Certs who are just going to be starting out on your college degrees. I suppose for students, this means we'll have a broader range of educational opportunities, and the range and quality of services and support will definitely be enriched for both colleges. This means greater options nationally and internationally for further study and research collaboration will be available, and an increase in employability will definitely occur because of this. The transition to MTU will also mean that students now have access to 6 campuses across Cork and Kerry, 6 research centres of excellence, and an immense pool of faculty to help students. This honestly will open a world of opportunities. And as well as this, like CIT and IT Tralee, both colleges, they already have experience with partnering with industry and providing help with creating startup companies to support sustainable economic growth in this region. It'll also bring strength to the region and a lifelong learning platform that employees in industry can now take advantage of as well. MTU works with employers to ensure that courses are tailored as well to prepare the students for work post-graduating. So both colleges honestly really prepare you for work after college.